In today's video, I've got some absolutely massive news that you need to hear about right now. 3 direct payments have just been approved for SSI, SSDI, and senior recipients, totaling up to $8,755. You heard that right, $4,555, $2,400, and $1,800 in direct assistance could be heading your way. If you're wondering how to qualify and when these payments will hit your account, stay tuned because I'm breaking down everything you need to know. Before we dive in, I want to make sure you never miss out on important updates like this. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you'll be the first to know when new information drops. Now, let's get into these life-changing payments that could make a huge difference for millions of Americans. First, let's talk about the biggest payment that's been approved, the $4,555 direct assistance. This is particularly exciting because it's aimed at helping our most vulnerable citizens during these challenging economic times. Many of you have been asking who exactly qualifies for this payment, and how soon can we expect to see this money? Well, I've got all the details for you right here. To qualify for the $4,555 payment, you need to be a current recipient of either SSI or SSDI benefits, or be aged 65 and older, receiving Social Security retirement benefits. This payment is specifically designed to help offset the rising costs of living that have been hitting fixed-income households especially hard. But here's what's really important. You don't need to file any additional paperwork to receive this payment if you're already in the system. Now, you might be wondering about the timeline for these payments. The Social Security Administration has announced that the distribution will begin rolling out in phases starting next month, with the first wave of recipients expected to see the funds deposited directly into their accounts within the first 2 weeks. If you're eligible but haven't received your payment by then, don't worry. The rollout will continue throughout the following month to ensure everyone gets their benefits. But that's not all. Let's talk about the second approved payment of $2,400. This additional assistance is particularly interesting because it comes with some unique qualifications that I know many of you will meet. The question I've been getting a lot is, can I receive both the $4,555 and the $2,400 payments? And I'm happy to tell you that yes, in many cases you can. The $2,400 payment is specifically targeted at beneficiaries who have been receiving benefits for at least 12 consecutive months. This is meant to provide extra support for long-term benefit recipients who have faced ongoing financial challenges. What makes this even better is that it's being distributed as a separate payment, so you won't have to worry about it affecting your regular monthly benefits. Here's something crucial you need to know. While these payments are being processed automatically for most eligible recipients, there are some situations where you might need to take action to ensure you receive your full amount. If you've moved recently or changed banks, now is the time to make sure your information is up to date with the Social Security Administration. Moving on to the third payment, the $1,800 direct assistance. This one is particularly interesting because it includes some additional flexibility in how it can be used. Many of you have asked, what can this money be spent on? And I'm pleased to tell you that there are virtually no restrictions on how you can use these funds to best support your needs. The $1,800 payment is being distributed with the understanding that different households have different needs. Whether you need to catch up on bills, make home repairs, cover medical expenses, or build up your emergency savings, this money is yours to use as you see fit. But here's the key. You need to make sure you're registered in the system correctly to receive this payment. Now, I know some of you might be concerned about how these payments could affect your other benefits or tax situation. Let me put your mind at ease. These payments have been specifically structured to not count as income for the purpose of determining eligibility for other federal or state assistance programs. This means receiving these payments won't put your other benefits at risk. But here's something really important that I need you to understand. There are unfortunately some scammers out there who might try to take advantage of this situation. If anyone contacts you claiming to be from the Social Security Administration and asks for personal information or payment to help you get these benefits, that's a red flag. Remember, legitimate government agencies won't call you asking for personal information or payments to receive these approved funds. let me share some insider tips that could help you get your payments faster. First, make sure you have direct deposit set up. This is the fastest way to receive your funds. Second, double-check that your mailing address is current in the Social Security Administration system. And third, if you have online access to your Social Security account, regularly check it for any notifications or updates about these payments. Now, you might be wondering about the verification process. The Social Security Administration has streamlined this process to make it as efficient as possible, but there are still some important things you need to know. They'll be using existing information in their system to verify eligibility, so in most cases, you won't need to submit additional documentation. Here's another question I've been getting a lot. What if I'm currently receiving both SSDI and SSI benefits? This is actually good news. Being a dual recipient doesn't disqualify you from any of these payments. In fact, it might even work in your favor in terms of qualifying for the maximum amount available. I want to emphasize something that's really crucial. These payments are time-sensitive. While they've been approved, there's still a process that needs to be followed for distribution. The sooner you ensure your information is up to date, the better positioned you'll be to receive your payments as soon as they start going out. For those of you who help care for someone who receives these benefits, this information is particularly important. Make sure your loved one is aware of these upcoming payments and help them verify their information if needed. If you have power of attorney or serve as a representative payee, you'll want to check that everything is in order on their behalf. Now, let's talk about what you should do right now to prepare for these payments. First, log into your Social Security account online if you have one. If you don't, now's the time to set one up. Second, make sure your direct deposit information is current. And third, keep an eye on your account and mail for any official communications about these payments. But here's what's really exciting. These payments are just part of a larger initiative to provide additional support to SSI, SSDI, and senior recipients. There could be more assistance coming in the future, which is why it's so important to stay informed and up to date with the latest news and announcements. Before I wrap up, I want to remind you about something important. While these payments are significant, it's crucial to have a plan for how you'll use them. Consider prioritizing any essential needs first. Then think about how the remainder can best serve your long-term financial security. If you found this information helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates about these payments or future assistance programs. Your support helps us continue providing this valuable information to everyone who needs it. In the comments below, let me know if you have any questions about these payments or if there's any specific aspect you'd like me to clarify in a future video. Remember, we're all in this together, and sharing information helps everyone in our community stay informed and prepared.